What's going on, everyone? My name is Tom from Dreadlabs, and today we're going to make AI art.
Dreadlabs.
Alright everyone, this is something that you have been talking about for a while now, and it's something that I've been quite about this actually. I haven't really been speaking up or talking about like making AI art or my opinions on it and stuff like that. And that's because I need a little bit of time, you know, in order to develop my own opinion about it. And the conclusion that I came up with is actually that it's just a pretty cool tool to use in certain aspects, but I don't think, at least for the time being, it's not going to replace whatever you and I are doing right now on the internet, if that makes sense. Anyways, that being said, I thought it would be a good idea to do a video creating with AI and seeing if we can come up with some cool prompts, seeing if we can better these prompts and stuff like that, and then we'll do like a little design with it. So the tool that I'm going to use today is Creative Fabrica Spark. They're actually also sponsoring this video, and thanks to them I'm able to use their AI tool in order to create some cool art to show me for you guys. So CF Spark by Creative Fabrica is an AI tool that generates 100% unique images based on text prompts. Essentially, I can just type out a sentence and the AI will generate an image based on that sentence. You can try it out for free or with a $9 a month subscription, and with that subscription you get 1000 speed credits to jump on top of the queue in order to use this AI tool. So subscribers can also download their own creations, and they have a full POD license for their creations as well. So if you want to try it out yourself, there's a link down in the description, and without further ado, let's just dive into the video. Alright, so I already did a couple of prompts to test it out, as you can see right here, and I love dragons, and I love like these like nostalgic TV shows. For me, Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and stuff like that is a very nostalgic time, so I'm always wondering what these AI tools make of that, and I absolutely love these prompts, especially this one. It's like a Gundam dragon almost, so I think we should just go in this direction and see if we can make an artwork with this. So let's just type out a couple of prompts, and what I'm gonna do is robotic dragon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, metal wings, blue fire. I don't know, just type out some cool stuff and see what happens, I guess, you know? Alright, and as you can see, we got some pretty cool stuff actually. This actually looks like an actual Gundam. It's pretty cool. Wow, what else there? This one actually looks like the art of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. So let's just click publishing and see what's happening. Alright, so this is the full version. We can use this for a commercial license, which is pretty cool. So let's just download this image because I really like this one. And I don't know, I kind of want to go further in this style. So let's do one more where it's like maybe lightning bladed arms Gundam. See what happens if we type out this. It really even gives that like actual shine that like a toy or something like that would use. But I don't know, it's a very nice fine line between like a Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh artwork, but also like a photo of like a plastic robot thing. Oh my god, it's so cool that we have like two similar ones where they kind of look like the same background. And this is what I talk about with AI. Like a lot of people are afraid that it's gonna replace their job, especially with graphic designers. But if you look at this, like they try to mimic text, but they're not really there yet. So I think we can just use this as a tool, and because we're also actually already using this as a tool in Photoshop as well, with like the content aware fill and stuff like that. So in the select subject and the select sky, Photoshop is already using AI for a while now, and I think we just use this as a tool, especially if you're like a concept artist and stuff. This just speeds up the process. But you know, if you're a good illustrator or 3D modeler, you can just use this as references in order to create a more detailed or more intricate concept art or something like that, you know? So I would just say like use this as a tool and don't be afraid that this will take over for now, at least. Oh my, I'm in love with these three. Like I think I want to use them as in the artwork as well. This one, like, do like the wings, but it's kind of wonky at the bottom. But like I just know that like my like 10-year-old me would have absolutely loved this. I also do like that it's kind of in the same row, but it's completely different style, but they have the similar backgrounds and stuff like that. So alright, so we got our 4 images here. Let's see the resolution. So the resolution is over 4000 pixels, so we can do pretty much anything with this. Let's see what happens if we zoom in. Like, it's really detailed as well. I really like this. So one more thing is you can also have like different aspect ratios of your image. So if you would have done it like this, I think what we would do is like generate something similar to this, but then in another aspect ratio. For now, I'm quite happy with like 4 squares. But yeah, if this is something that you... Oh my god, this is awesome. Damn. Sorry. Okay, so we're getting some really cool stuff out of this. So even if we change the aspect ratio, we get some different stuff. That's really cool. I would have loved to build like one of these, but anyways, like yeah, this is the power of AI, guys. So what I was saying is like I'm happy with like the square aspect ratio, but let's see if we can do like a cool poster design or something like that in order to commemorate the AI robots that we made so far. But yeah, so while the other ones are generating, let's just drop in the ones that we already downloaded. And I think what we can do is do like, I would have loved to do this one as the main like design thing. And what I want to do is I want to actually use the AI in Photoshop to see if we can select the subject and remove it from the background. See if like the AI recognizes the subject in the AIR, and it does that pretty well, I think. Well, it doesn't grab the wings, but let's just do that with the select mask. So we'll select the subject and then we'll just add on the wings. All right, so we have this cut out now, and this is all the selection procedure thing is all AI. So let's grab this one and this one as well, and we could just use all of these in order to create some cool art. And I was thinking about, let's drag this into Photoshop, using like this one as a background, because it's like, I think it's kind of messed up in a way, but I really do like how it messed up, because it generated like an awesome background for this. So let's grab like a gradient map or something. So like a darker blue, maybe like a deeper blue. And we'll have our body glow here, because why not? I do see that we have like some stuff that we need to edit out still. So let's go and do that real quick. And we'll select, or we'll blur the outlines of the mask here with a 3 pixel Gaussian blur, and then with the levels adjustment we'll shrink that blur thing in. And we'll give this an outer glow. I kind of see this as like one of those like ads back in the day, you know, like when I was a kid I used to see all of these like crazy robot ads and stuff in like magazines, you know, basically just targeting toys at kids. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. It's probably like some of my favorite childhood memories were like these super cool robot thingies and whatnot. Alright, so we made a gutter here. So what we're going to do is grab all of these square images that we made, and we'll make them into the width of all of our columns here. And we'll make a selection and align all of them at the bottom. We'll do like a typography thing here, but then we have one last guy here, and I don't know what he should do. Like these look like actual like gunpla or something like that. It's awesome. So we just have him here, like over here, maybe go to the back here. I might know what I want to do. So let's see if we can select and mask this little guy out. It's crazy, right? Like how a computer just thought of this based on like images that already exist on the internet. It's doesn't, yeah, it keeps like, it's kind of mind-blowing if you think about it. Let's change the color real quick so we can actually see. Yeah, like there are kind of like a couple of parts that don't really make sense. I think this is enough. So we have now like a cool cutout, and what I want to do is I want to mirror this guy as well. So let's duplicate him and flip it horizontally. And I want to make these like a little bit of like a part of the background, but then like I want to do kind of like the Dreadlabs colors, but not really. Like this is a deeper blue instead of like a, you know, like the purple that I used to like use, I guess, which is in the branding. But and I kind of want to make these guys a little bit larger. We'll align these to the sides here. So now they're kind of like in there, but they're part of the background maybe a little bit more. Then we have the main guy here, and we'll do like a block of text at the bottom. And let's do a little bit of text. And And what I want to do with these three guys is duplicate them, their blend modes to lighten, and then see if we do like a nice like blur or something over it to give it a little bit of glow. Like this. And then I think we should just do the typography. And this says CF, which is the NE typeface by Hyde typography, or Hyde Type Foundry. It's an awesome font, which I don't really use it that much anymore, but I used to like really love using this in like designs and stuff. Let's group these together, and then we'll just do the like layer style on the group. So we have like a nice background to like, I want to generate like a background thing and then do like bots with like a normal typography thing. So maybe with like Metro Juice. We'll change the color, like a stroke around it. Like this, and then we'll center this. We'll group all of these guys together. So we have our typography thing right now. But I think the color should be like a little more out there. So let's see if we can try to change this to like a more like a red color-ish. And then give the main typography like a gradient maybe. Something like this. I don't really feel these colors, so maybe like. And if we make this gradient from like red to white or something like that. Maybe the red is a little bit too reddish, so let's do like a more orangey. And maybe like rotate these around, like that's better, I feel like. All right, now we have this, so let's just group everything and call this composition. And let's see if we can do like a print effect on this, and then we'll call it a day. So the first thing we'll do is we'll do like a field blur. Have some parts be a little bit more blurry than others. I want a general vibe to have like at least a 2 pixel blur everywhere. We'll duplicate this if Photoshop allows us. Let's just save our PSD up first because we haven't really done that yet. And we'll remove the normal blur here. And let's go to filter gallery, and then go to diffuse glow because this gets you the good grain. So, and then we use this as like a lighten, maybe the screen, and then have the darker tones lead through a little bit more. Maybe like a little bit less glow. And we'll fix the darkness a little bit, like. So let's see the difference between the like. Okay, that's better. Let's grab a couple of textures and we'll call it a day. Alright, so the textures that I'm going to be using are from the Dreadlabs Paperpack Volume 3. It just came out a couple of weeks ago, and we got some nice crafting papers in here, so I wanted to try see if we can use that in order to, you know, make this look a little bit grungier, as if it was actually like printed like quite a while ago, if that makes sense. So let's see what happens if we put this to screen. Get some nice like dusts and speckles here. That's what I like. So we also have this like white paper, and it's kind of like noisy. So I thought maybe, I don't know, maybe it looks too grungy for this, but we'll try. Maybe a little bit, but let's just lower the opacity a little bit. So we have some nice darker edges in the corner here. All right, and then for this, I'm just gonna lower the curves a little bit. It's going to be too washed out, I think. And speaking of washing out, let's wash out the colors just a little bit. Alright, that's it for today's video, guys. So basically I created a poster using Creative Fabrica Spark, or CF Spark in short. So big shout out to them for sponsoring this video. It's a really nice, useful AI tool, and yeah, as you saw in the video, I got some really cool prompts that I could use for this poster. So yeah, if you want to get CF Spark for yourself, there's a link down in the description. And if you want to get the project file for this video, you can become a patron of mine. So if you don't know, if you become a patron of mine, you'll get access to all of the Photoshop files, Illustrator files, After Effects files. Everything from all of my channels is available for you if you become a patron. You'll also get a 15% discount in my asset web store, as well as an exclusive Discord role in the Dreadlabs community Discord server. So if you want to become a patron yourself, there's a link down in the description. And if you don't have the budget, of course, that's also completely fine. Leaving a like, a comment, and subscribe already does a lot in order to support my channel. So with all that being said, this is Tom from Dreadlabs tuning out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video.